finally, let me click this thing because I don't like this light. I don't know what's happening. Maybe that's working. Who knows? Anyway, so listen, I was sitting up here. I had a conversation with the client not too long ago. Well, I was on a live first, and I was live on Instagram with my girls, Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits, and we were talking about our room that we had earlier, and the room was about choosing happiness, and this has been a reoccurring theme, and it's funny because I think I have a video about choosing happiness and different things of why people sometimes they don't choose happiness. I don't know. I think I do. Just thoughts. And then I had a meeting with one of my clients, and we were having this conversation about, um, a continuation of what we were talking about last week, and pretty much where we are and how we are in a place where we are progressing, right? How this new chapter in our lives is about understanding that we have to do some things different in order for us to not in order for us to maintain this idea, this vision that we have for ourselves, and also in order for us to get something different out of life, in order for us to receive something that we've never had, never experienced, all these things. So that was a part of our conversation, and after I got off this call, I was thinking about my own self and my own experiences and where I am, where I want to go, and this place, almost like this place of limbo, right? And that's where I have been lately. And y'all know I'm holding my phone, so sorry. But look, I didn't feel like really getting up and going into my other little area. So this is what we're doing. So I was talking about, hey, Dr. J. I was talking about this place of being in limbo and moving on or moving forward from that centralized location. And what I had to do this weekend, what I noticed was I had to make a choice and a decision for myself um to to choose and to do something that I have not done in a while. And I was very hesitant in trying to make this decision. Forget what it is. It's going to come up soon. But let's just say it was a big investment for me. And one of the things, like, I was sitting there and I was debating, I was like, how can, you talk to people about investing and you don't do that? And I was like, okay, this is something that I have to do. And it's not even the issue of the investment itself. It's the it's the symbol that it represents. It's this representation for me that I have, like what I said, I have to do something that I haven't done in a while or haven't done before in order to progress myself into this new um area of life. And when I tell you guys, after I made this investment, after I signed documents and saying, okay, this is what I'm going to do, when I tell you, I had such a relief. All of the stress that I was sitting up there and I was like, oh, what about this? What about that? What da, 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 da. Like all the what ifs, it was just for me at that very moment, like, how can I say that I believe the universe is going to take care of me, and the universe is so infinite, and for me to see this step as something that the universe can't provide for me. And I was like, so I had to do it just for that simple fact, is knowing that I believe that the universe is infinite. And if it is truly infinite in what it is, then what I need is going to find me right in the nick of time. Matter of fact, I'm going to be prepared before it even gets to that point. And so, of course, y'all know I talk about creating the life I desire. And so knowing that this was also a another stepping stone to this next upgrade, this next version of life for myself, um it kicked off some momentum. And as I kept, like, after that happened, so many things opened up mentally for me. Like, I had so many downloads and revelations over the course of that next 24 hours. let's say 24 to 48, because this happened, I think, Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. So within the course of the next 24 to 48 hours, there were so many things that opened up and became like a moment of alignment, a moment of realization. um it was just so much I've learned and I'm going to be talking about over the next couple of days. But one of the things that I thought about right before I even came on here, I said it to myself, not knowing that I was saying it. And I was like, brushing out this hair, and I was like, you know what? You have to have more reverence for yourself. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Where did that come from? What does that mean to me? And so I asked Alexa, I was like, Alexa, what does reverence mean? Not saying that I did not know, but just for more clarity, because sometimes we use words and there's more depth to it, because there most words have about two or three definitions. And so as I was listening to Alexa list off all these things, I was like, oh man, you see she trying to talk. But I was like, oh man, like I do have to have more reverence for myself. I do have to have more respect and awe for me, for who I am. And I think as um, a black woman in America, a black woman living as a human, having an existence and experiencing certain things, I've realized that I don't allow myself to be enamored by who I am and what I'm doing and how I'm becoming. Because a lot of times I think, even as I was growing up as a child, a lot of people would say, hey, well, don't get too cocky. Don't get, don't outgrow your britches. It was all these different things. That's how I'm country a little bit right there, the britches. But um it was all these different things that people say in order to humble you. And I've always been a great believer that I should be able to humble myself instead of allowing the world and the experience of life to humble me. And so that has been a piece of what has kept me afloat in life. But now I'm in a season where things like self confidence, exuding confidence beyond what I have done, and things like holding myself and being a little arrogant is necessary. And I know some people may not like that word because it has a negative connotation, but arrogance is to believe that you have something great within you. Arrogance is to believe that you know exactly what you know and to allow yourself to thrive in that. And so, as I've been really re-looking at some of the denotations and the definitions of these words and the etymology of these words, I'm starting to have a different appreciation for them and starting to understand that I can't just rely on the connotation, which is the structure that society has placed on these words. I have to really embody certain elements of them in order for me to get to my next level. And a part of that reverence and arrogance and beyond confidence, right? Because there's a thin line between confidence and arrogance. But confidence is one thing, and I definitely must get to a place where I'm exuding that a lot more frequently. But that arrogance is like, it's when the confidence is always on, it's never off. And so I am striving um for that. And I think that it's okay. And I think that um one of those things that I have to realize is that I can't worry about what other people feel and what other people think about what it is that I'm doing. I just have to do what is meant for me to be my version of greatness, my version of black excellence, my version of opulence, my version of all these things that will make me who I desire to be, and that allows me to be who I am, allows me to embrace who I am. And so, you know, my message to you, whoever's listening to this, good morning, good afternoon, good night. I want you to understand that just like me, for you, you have to hold yourself to your own standards, to your own, use your own pillars. And it's so funny because I've been working on, last night I found myself working on a message that I was trying to put together a year ago. And it was like it flowed to me with such ease. and I wrote some things out, and I can't wait to share it with the world. But as of right now, what I want to share, like I say, is that you should hold yourself high. You should allow yourself to just be, and you should respect that from yourself, and you should respect yourself enough to do whatever it is that you deem necessary for the choices and the decisions that you need to make right now for you. And as you evolve and as you grow higher and get to another step, then those choices may change, and you it's okay. What I'm really learning is it is okay. People think that you're supposed to maintain and stay the same all the time. The only things that stay the same always die. So change is inevitable. It is okay for you to change. It is okay for you to make a decision and to change your mind, but hold yourself in reverence. Have reverence for yourself. Have respect and awe for yourself. And I think it's gonna bring about something spectacular. And so you guys, I'm not gonna stay on here long. I just really wanted wanted to share that. And so that's what I did. So if you have not already subscribed to the channel, please click above, subscribe to the channel. Down below, like this video, comment, share it out with your friends. Share it with somebody who needs a little bit of motivation and inspiration, because that is the goal for this page, is just to inspire people to be themselves, just to motivate people to uncover a lot of the things that society and parents and everyone around us have put on us, and to break out of those so that we can get rid of a lot of blockages that we're having, so that we can succeed and exceed the ideas that we have for ourselves and get to our next level. So again, subscribe, make sure you comment, like it, watch the video. Thank you if you've already watched it through and through. Watch some more videos. But you guys, I'm gonna say goodbye, good night, and I love y'all as always. Bye.